Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our first Section Reps Ask Me Anything style event. My name is Theresa Krack. I am a section rep as well as the virtual brand coordinator, and I will be one of your hosts this evening. And I'm going to toss it over to our other section rep on the line to do her introduction.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sonia Hingorany, and I'm also one of the section reps for the SWE PNW section, and I lead the membership committee. So Theresa and I are going to just get into giving you an overview of what we do in the SWE PNW section. So Theresa, can you help me understand where I can go to find out what the SWE PNW section does?
Yeah, Sonia. So the first place to start with our section is our webpage. So we have a very nice part of the SWE branded web page here that gives a lot of information about the section. It's SWE-PNW.org is our web address, and you can find that by Google searching for SWE PNW as well. When you come to our landing page, you're going to see a lot of things on our sidebar here that give you a different sampling of what we offer as a section. The biggest piece to sort of highlight in terms of what we do as a section is our events and activities. And we've got a couple of subpages here. We primarily focus on professional development for our members as well as outreach and volunteering. We do also have a SWE PNW book club, as well as we're connected with the Puget Sound Engineering Council, PSEC, and so we link to their activities as well. So when you want to find out what we've got going on, we have a very nice Google Calendar page that you can go ahead and actually add the Google Calendar to your account so that you can see these, say, on your phone and get the updates and sync to the SWE PNW calendars. And we do actually show two calendars on here. One of them is our SWE PNW events and activities. Those are all going to be events hosted by SWE PNW or where SWE PNW is participating. A second calendar, which is our Share Your Event calendar, and those are events that other engineering organizations or that people contact us about wanting to share with our members. And so we have two layers out here on the calendar so that you can kind of pick if you want to sync to both or if you just want to pay attention to one. But when you come to this page, this is where you're going to see what's currently planned for the section. As an example, to kind of look at a particular area, like say professional development, to learn more about that, we have a nice landing page there, and we talk about the different kinds of events that we offer through professional development. So you see our sampling there at the top, ranging from technical talks and tours down to skills developments and into social and networking events. You can see a sampling of some of our past events here. We also have the ability to sign up for targeted emails in our mailing list, and I'll jump over to our mailing list page in a second. But you can see the past targeted emails that were focused just on professional development. So far, we haven't had any targeted professional development emails this year, but we have broadcast to all of our members some of our PD events. And then as an extra cool bonus, we have this year introduced our Eventbrite profiles. So if you just want to see everything that's going on with our professional development, you can go to the professional development profile page out on Eventbrite and see the things that are planned. So as an example, we have a tour of Blue Origin coming up actually tomorrow evening, as well as our SWE holiday party at Glass Baby in Seattle. So those are all events that you can go and select and sign up for, and these are just going to be your professional development. Pages do have links back to the appropriate Eventbrite profiles that will highlight what those events are. So does that give you a good idea of how to find out what we're doing?
Yeah, so I have a question. So you were showing the events on the Eventbrite page, I think. Yeah.
Yes, right here.
So do I have to be a member to attend these events?
So generally speaking, most of our events are going to be open for both SWE members and non-members. As an example, I'll click on the SWE holiday party here to give you an idea of what that looks like. We will have different ticket prices oftentimes for SWE members versus non-members, and you'd see that here based on the select tickets. So right now, a SWE member would be $75, a non-SWE member would be $85 if you're doing the glass blowing or 10 and 15 respectively if you're just doing the party. So we do encourage our SWE members to bring their non-SWE member friends, because we do provide this as a series of events for the Pacific Northwest area in and around Seattle. But we do try to incentivize being a member of SWE by providing our SWE members with a lower rate. And when there is no cost, generally speaking, unless it is a specific limit on the tour, we do try to make sure all of our free events are also open to more than just SWE members.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay, sounds good. So another question then for you, Theresa. How can I connect with SWE PNW to get more information?
So there's several ways that you can connect with us to get more information. One of the first ways that I recommend everybody connecting with SWE PNW is making sure that you're signed up for our mailing list. If you are a SWE member and you're registered with the national level database, we have already imported your information to our mailing list. If you are not a registered SWE member or not part of the Pacific Northwest section, you can sign up for our newsletters by going over to our section communication and looking for our email list here. And this will give you an idea of how we use our email list. So we send out our newsletter this way. We do news flashes, which are kind of single opportunities that come up at the last minute we want to make sure our members know about. We highlight outreach and professional development. And down at the bottom of this page, this is where you put all your information in to get all of the emails that go out to the entire section. Then you can select the additional targeted emails. So if you want to receive more information or more reminders about professional development or outreach and volunteering or the other items listed there, you select which ones you want to opt into to receive more targeted communication on those topics. And then we have a couple of data points here to help us when we need to send specific targeted SWE information to or business information to. We just want to know kind of the membership type and the section affiliation to help us better target our communication to the right members. And you can see down here at the bottom, these are the past email campaigns that went out to our entire mailing list. And so you can see the variety of news flashes, SWE business, elections. We just recently updated our mailing list to add some of these targeted things. And then we have our November events highlights that just recently went out. So that is the first place I would recommend everybody stop and make sure they sign up for the email list. Also, if you're registered with the SWE National Database on one email, like say your work email, but you want to receive it at a different email, this would be a way to go in and add your other email to the mailing list to make sure you're getting our communications. The next biggest platform for us as a section is our Facebook page and our Facebook forum. So we have a Facebook page that is where we share all of the information on our section. We push out national event information, we share blogs, we share our events. And you're going to see some stuff here because this is the behind the scenes master page. But you'll see here we've tagged this particular event, the Ask Me Anything event, and we pinned it to the top of the page because it is one of our showcase events this week. So we wanted to make sure people could come to this page, sign up for the Eventbrite, and get the information. But you'll see all sorts of things here, and we're trying to do a good job at using hashtags as well, so you can check us out with hashtags. But I would say follow our page is another great way of getting great information about the section. For connecting more with our members and within the membership, we have our forum. So this is where we try to get the dialogue going between members by posting questions. The book club posts some conversations here. We've done some very, voice of customer quick polling out here, great articles for discussion, but that's our SWE PNW member forum. This is a Facebook group. We will occasionally share key event information here, but we do strongly encourage that people follow our Facebook page because that's where all of the event stuff is going to be pushed out on all topics. We do also have some other social media interaction points. We do have a Twitter profile, which apparently did not want to load at the moment, so I will actually come back to that. And we do also have an Instagram account that we're using this year where we're sharing the images and pictures in addition to what we're posting on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, you can find us there with some fairly active threads. We do also have, in terms of another way of getting communication about the section, we do have a blog for the section, which is called our Rainy Day Reads. And this is where we will post that, calls for volunteers, calls for help, long format articles. We call for guest contributors, so you can offer to be a guest contributor and write a blog entry on a topic. But this is a way that we showcase not only information about our section, but information about our members and other opportunities that our members might be interested in.
Cool, sounds good. So Theresa, you did show back to the Eventbrite page again. Oh, did the Twitter profile load?
I'm gonna go see if I can load it, and then I'll bring it back to screen.
Yeah. So just back to the event. So just curious, you mentioned a couple here, the holiday party, and then the Blue Origin tour, which actually sounds really cool. What are like the key events that the SWE PNW section hosts throughout the year? If you can kind of highlight a few.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to go back to our webpage to highlight some of that because we've got a little bit better information across all areas. So I'll pull up our calendar here. And I know it's kind of hard to see on here, but we've got our book club, which is actually meeting, or actually met this past weekend, and then we'll be meeting again in December, and they just picked their book for December, so that information will be going up on the webpage. So if you wanted to see that as a showcase, they have their own page on our webpage. Gives you the dates of all the meetings. You can go to the Eventbrite and see a similar listing of their events here. And then you can also submit your book suggestions and, again, some targeted emails that we've sent out there. So that's one sort of subset of what we offer. One of the other things that we have is under the professional development. We kind of talked a little bit top level on this, but professional development covers a variety of things. Usually we try to have one professional development event a month, and that could be a technical tour like the Blue Origin tour. It could be a skills development. Last year we did a financial skills workshop, and we actually ended up running that 2 different times in the year because it was so popular. And then we do also offer those social and networking things like happy hours. We've offered game nights in the past. Last year we did a winery tour and tasting. So those kind of all fall under the professional development bucket. Mm-hmm. Over on the outreach and volunteering, there's several things that we do in general throughout the course of the year. And these are workshops that we ask for our members to volunteer at. Engineering fairs. I know there was one at the Museum of Flight last year that, SWE PNW has a booth there where we look for volunteers to staff it, where we do a quick demo with kids that come around and get a lot of really good interaction on a very quick basis with a lot of kids. There's also some K through 12 school events where you're going out to the school and doing some outreach activities. We've got some mentoring programs that fall in between outreach and our college relations area. The other thing is there's some Girl Scouts. SWE and Girl Scouts does a lot of partnering together, so there's a lot of Girl Scout and SWE events that are also available out there. And so that's kind of our biggest areas of what we offer right now as a section. One of the things that we're introducing this year are some online only events like this Ask Me Anything kind of forum, or hosting some committee meetings online so that people don't have to travel. So we're looking for those opportunities as well, to showcase something in an online format so that way we don't necessarily have to coordinate a space, and maybe we can get some different attendees because people don't have to drive through Seattle traffic.
Sounds good. So how as a member are the best ways that I can get more involved in the organization?
So one of the ways to get more involved is to watch on our events and activities for those committee meetings. Most of our committee meetings are going to be open, and we're going to invite people to attend them. Like back on the 8th of November, I hosted a virtual brand team meeting where we were talking about essentially what our virtual footprint is, what we want to target this year for, development and improvement, and where we want to grow. So that's a great way to get involved, is to look for the various areas when they put a call out for committee meetings. The other thing is to go through the Contact Us. And if you have a specific interest, do a quick fill out on this form. Let us know the area that you're interested in asking a question on. And we will be updating some of these drop downs to reflect kind of our current offerings this year. But if you flag this, this will put you in touch with the right person in terms of asking for, hey, I'm interested in helping with outreach. How can I help with outreach? One of the other things we have is at the beginning of this year, we did a sort of welcome to FY17 newsletter. And this goes through things like the outreach committee, finance committee, what our section reps are doing, and what the various subparts are doing. And it's a great starting point to understand, at least when we started this year, where we were looking for the most help. And it walks through sort of, you can see here, because it just happened to be first, our professional development committee. There's some volunteer opportunities in terms of the things that that committee does. And this first issue of the year gives you a really good idea of where you can step up and help. And then at the end, if you have a specific person that you already want to reach out to, and you know, we have all of our officer emails here in the back, so you can actually direct email them if you want, instead of going through the contact us form on the webpage. And you'll notice in our newsletter, we do also recap all of our, basically what I stepped through this evening in terms of ways to connect with us. All those links and things are there, and maybe I can get the Twitter page to work now. Yeah, there we go. So there's our Twitter page. Again, okay, go away. Sorry, pop-up buttons are always great fun. But you'll see a lot of similarities between what we post to like Twitter and Facebook, because we use a lot of the same information. But if you're on Twitter and not on Facebook, we want to make sure you're still getting good information, or vice versa.
Cool, thank you. That's questions.
All right, I think I will hit one thing that I thought of as we were talking there in terms of other things that we offer to the community. We do have scholarships that we offer as a section, and this is not so much for our members, but for our members who know people that are, you know, in high school going to college, or in college looking for scholarships. So we have a scholarship landing page and a scholarship email, and we do really encourage people to help spread the word about these scholarships, because this is one of the ways that we, as part of the SWE organization, pay forward that interest in STEM by helping to support those students that are going to be pursuing that kind of education. And then in terms of getting an idea or a sense of what we do have a page here that talks about our officer positions and who's holding them. So you can get a sense of who your officers are, at least by name. And we try to identify ourselves when we go to the events as well, so that hopefully you get to know us by face as well. So was there anything else, Sonia, that you thought of that we might want to run through this evening?
Become a member if you're not a member.
Yes, we strongly encourage membership.
No, I'm good. I think we covered a lot, Theresa.
All right, well, thank you, Sonia. And I'm going to officially wrap up the recording part of the conversation here and say thank you, everybody, for joining us online. And we'll go ahead and post this video.
Thank you.